Hi there, adventurers. It's your story weaver, Alexei. If you wish to listen to our games live, you can join us at www.twitch.tv/theguilddndclub. Our VODs are available on YouTube 2 days later and on Spotify the following week, and you can see some of our most memorable moments at Instagram and TikTok as well. And now, what you have all been waiting for. Let's get this show on the road.
Greetings, everyone. It's your video Costa Rican, and welcome to another special Guild One Shot. And today, as you see, I shall be your ringmaster as we dip into a very special day. Yesterday was Valentine's Day, and we are currently celebrating Carnival. So I hope all of you revelers are having fun. And welcome to Phantom Spectacle, an original Dark Circus one shot. Before we continue, I want to give a shout out to Brockman, a dear friend of mine, provided the voice for one of our teasers, and also a huge shout out to our Lord Keeper Joe that did the players' artworks, and to our guildmaster that did this overlay and all other overlays that you will see. Before our usual announcements, how about we meet tonight's performers? Firstly, you know her already. She was a player during our first visit to Imperium. You know her as Yuna. And now you can see her as one of our many players in Sands of Time, Olinku. She's an artist with a big love for tabletop RPGs. She enjoys bringing stories and characters to life, both on page and at the table. Alongside her, we will have Simon Vash. He is an actor and a professional player. He plays a wide variety of systems, but gravitates towards horror and roleplay heavy games. Recently, he has started a project to translate TTRPGs to Portuguese in order to make the hobby more accessible in the country. And I actually can't wait to see it. Another return to our guild table, but this time as a player, we will be joined by Barda Erin. She has been in the TTRPG scene since the mid-90s. She brings veteran experience to the games in more ways than one. She likes doing characters' voices for her NPCs as well. So we get along on that. It's fun to do voices. And as well, she loves creating homebrew items and bespoke custom campaigns for her players. She also has work in making games accessible and inclusive. Last, but certainly not least, and finally, after sadly not being able to join us last time, we finally have Ricardo, a storyteller first and a dice roller second. Whether behind the screen or seated at the table, he approaches TTRPGs as a living narrative, one where flawed people, moral tension, and small human choices matter as much as dragons and gods. He always tries to bring emotional awareness, sharp humor, and a strong sense of theme, and he respects the game as a collaborative act of trust. Vulnerability is a tool, not a weakness, and stories are strongest when everyone at the table feels seen. So, I want to say, welcome all of you to the table. Just some quick announcements because I'm already running out of breath. This week, Tuesday, we return with World of Warcraft, Sands of Time, a West Marches campaign run in Legends in the Mist system, run by our guildmaster Erin. Thursday, we return to Barovia with Curse of Strahd Reloaded, also run by Erin. And Friday, we will have episode 2 of our new Daggerheart campaign, Syndicate 6, run by our story weaver Alexei. Saturday, wow, shocker, we won't have cartographer again. Boom. Reminder, you can submit your artwork in the Guild's Discord server to be featured in our gallery that you can see during the breaks of every stream. And reminder, no AI art will be featured, we do not condone it. Don't forget, you can listen to this campaign and all our other games on Spotify or any streaming platforms that you use. Link down below. And now, what we all have been waiting for, let's just get this show on the road. I just want to say I'm seeing the overlays for the first time as well, and they look amazing. And welcome, everyone. It's good to have you here. How about we do a quick introduction? Olinku, you already a face
Hello.
of the guild.
So the character that I'm playing is a bard. Finally, I'm playing a bard. She is my sweet, very sweet baby, Lisa. She goes by Elizabeth, but we call her Lisa. She's an elf with brown hair, with underlights, with golden orange eyes. She's a pretty fun person. I can't wait for you guys to meet her.
And next up, I will call to introduce yourself, Barda Edit.
Hola. I am playing Priscilla Thorne today, and she is a fighter, Eldritch Knight. She focuses on intelligence and is an interrogator, meaning that she's an investigator of the truth.
All right. And next up, I will ask Simão. Introduce us your character.
Hello, I'm Simão. I am playing a character called Corvic Whiplash, a blade singer wizard who is part of this strange little circus that's going on. They have the apparent richness, and they like to sort of know all the ins and outs of the circus, what's going on with everyone. They just like to be in the know, to know what's going on and who's doing what.
All right. And last but not least, Ricardo.
Hello, everyone. I'll be playing as Desdemora Wick. Much like our Priscilla, she's also very interested in truth, but more interested in having everything in order. I will say she's probably not fun company and has crippling OCD for neat things.
That is going to be an interesting thing, to say the least. But yeah, and with this, welcome to the circus. In fact, let's do this properly. Well, step right up, step right up. The greatest show on earth is about to start. Welcome and welcome inside Mysterious Wonderland, where the impossible happens right before your very eyes. A fabulous array of acts has been assembled for your delight and delectation. See for yourself the wonders of our humble carnival. Enjoy yourself in our many attractions, our games. Be curious to know your own fate if you believe in our dear Vice's cards. Join us in our main event, our wondrous show with our luxurious cast of performers and brand new members to the family. Ready to take a peek? The stage is set. The Mysterious Wonderland is finally in town, and for many, this is the most anticipated moment of the year. Their artists are some of the most acclaimed across the country, and now it's the season of love. Many were the families and couples that decided to attend tonight's show, a show that is being sponsored by the D'Arcy family, to act by the young one, Lord Griffin D'Arcy. With this extra money, the carnival owner, the ringmaster Atisari, was able to hire 2 new performers for his great show. The carnival has been around town for 2 weeks, and its reputation follows it everywhere it goes around the country. Their acts are dark and obscure, full of magic and mysteries, leaving people amazed and wondering what they just saw. People leave wanting to come back. People leave wanting to get answers. But in these last 2 weeks that the carnival has been in town, things haven't exactly been going as smoothly as they usually go. Rumors have been circulating that something odd has been happening, like some wicked spell was cast on this carnival, a place of joy and wonders where the impossible happen makes people leave confused and sometimes with little to no recollection of what truly happened. But worst of all, some people have been found dead after attending the show, and some in the most macabre way possible. And since then even. But like that wasn't enough. Deaths have been occurring at the carnival itself. Some staff, some sellers, and even some performers have passed away in some of the most freak accidents. Something is wrong. Very wrong. With this, some of you were called either by your own sense of curiosity or a job offer to investigate what's been going on in this wonderland. During the night of this great day, it has been advertised that tonight's show would be unique. Tonight, people would leave wishing for more and wanting more. That the performers and the acts would be like they have never seen before. Premieres of completely new performers, of completely new numbers, and nothing can go wrong. And for performers, the backstage area is almost sacred before any show. It's their time to focus, it's their time to get ready. And as the people of this circus gather around the backstage, I will ask Priscilla to tell me, how did she get inside the backstage without anyone noticing her? And what is she looking for? Describe as your character as you do this.
When you act like you're supposed to be there, people just let you walk right in. So I just proceeded with confidence, and what I'm looking for, I'm absolutely certain that guy did not actually stick swords through that demonstrator. That magician is not doing actual magic. He's doing a trick. I know it.
And how does Priscilla looks like?
She's wearing a tricorn hat. She has kind of reddish brown hair. She's wearing a coat that's got a chain hooked onto it and is covering full plate mail. She's very heavily armed. She has a little shield that she keeps strapped on her back, and she's got a old looking like a hedge witch staff.
And tell me, as you are in the backstage, you see all kinds of performers and all kinds of members of the staff walking around. You heard about these rumors of people randomly dying, of people feeling almost empty as they come out of the circus. What exactly are you looking for? What type of clues are you looking for?
Well, anything that would be a miss. I know a bit about these shows. Clearly something has been going wrong with it, if there's been some murders or mysterious disappearances. And I'm, of course, writing everything down so that just in case I forget when I leave, it will be in writing.
And while you are in the backstage area, sneaking around and taking notes of everything, you see staff members, you see some performers, you see the ringmaster just running around and ordering everyone. And during his speech, he's constantly reinforcing that things have not been going well, so tonight needs to be perfect. And he keeps on reinforcing how tonight needs to be a great night. There is money invested in this, money from a family that you do not want to see upset. Okay, it's not exactly the money of the family, it's the money of the youngest of the family, but that young one likes his money, and he likes these shows a lot. He likes it so much that when he heard that there have been some freak things happening, he decided to call in an old friend. Because of his influence, he can simply walk inside the carnival and go to the circus tent without being questioned. And he takes with him someone else. This man is a young man. He looks to be in his early 30s. A pair of some sunglasses, despite being nighttime, but he likes the style, he likes the vibe. Highly tailored suit, his hair shaven on the sides, brown hair pulled back, tied in a little ponytail, with a confident smile like nothing's wrong in his life, completely free of responsibilities. He almost looks like he's ready to just go to a random tavern after the show and get a drink or two. This man is Lord Griffin D'Arcy, and with him is a friend, Desmora. Introduce yourself.
So beside him, you see a tallish, elfish woman. She has raven black hair and very sharp, angular features. Her expression is permanent. It's not it doesn't change even with my dear friend moving around and being who he is. And she's wearing a sort of a corset. She has a very practical long skirt, the same color as her hair. And she's also wearing Victorian button boots. So a small, I would say a small heel, but not too much, nothing that would hinder. So in all actuality, very, I would say very well put together, almost symmetrical, like everything put exactly right where it's supposed to be. And she looks at everyone with a cold stare, and that's probably because of her piercing cold gray eyes.
And that cold look of yours, it's highly contrasted with Griffin's carefree attitude. He's basically just waving at everyone, greeting everyone, while he keeps on pushing you, like his hand is on your back, like, come on, let's just keep moving. You need to go meet Anes. Talk with him. You'll have everything that you need to know what's going on. Because I know you're good at your job, and I don't want to lose my money. So, and please don't be so serious. It's a carnival. Come on.
I'm
Just
having
relax
loads of
a little
fun,
bit.
dear.
I can tell. You can have more. Here's the
You
thing.
can always have more. Show me your friends, and I will get this fixed for you. All right?
Fine. He starts to look around. Oh, I think it's over there. I mean, it's kind of not hard to spot a man running around yelling at everyone. And he basically just puts his hand on your head and moves it. And you see almost at the end of the corridor, it's not a corridor, but at the end of the room, this man also, like, he looks to be in his 50s, piercing blue eyes, his hair pulled back already with some gray hairs on his hair and on his beard, long red trail coat, top hat with a cane, simply using it to move everyone around and point where everyone should be, constantly like, oh, no, that's wrong, that's not where it should be. Go over there. No, not there. Jackie, stop running around people with a hammer. Why did I hire you? You just see this man just think his might. And Griffin just gives you a little nudge on the shoulder. That's him. Do you want me to take you to him, or you're
First
fine?
of all, highly
You're right.
unsafe conduct. I believe he might hurt someone in the process. Otherwise, and I would say Desdemora would be canvassing the room, and I'm just wondering if I catch a glimpse of Priscilla.
That's a great question. Priscilla, how hidden are you?
Oh no, I'm gonna see Des and go right over to them. Des,
Priscilla, I wasn't aware you were coming.
well, I smelled a mystery. You?
Oh, of course. I smelled chaos.
Ah, still with that order stick, huh?
Still curious as ever, I see. Always a pleasure.
Mhm. Always a pleasure.
So, do you want to accompany me and my friend to see the man in charge?
Oh, why yes, of course. Is he
Go ahead,
paying you?
Griffin. Lead us. In a way.
Ah, I see.
Listen, I always pay those who work for me. I'm a generous man, and you know that. In fact, Priscilla, you kind of don't know that. You only know his dad. You know him too well. You just know that he likes to party, and he's kind of into occult stuff. That's all you know about Griffin. You know more who Nikolai is, his father, than you know of Griffin, which is fun to put into perspective because the D'Arcy family, it's kind of very on the low-key. Nobody even knows exactly what kind of business they are into. You just know that they are one of the most powerful and richest family of the city. But even with Griffin being the extravagant one, you don't know him too well. You just know him as Nikolai's son.
Well, lead the way.
Come on. He does the same thing that he was doing with Des. He puts just a hand on your back, almost pushing you to go meet with Anes. And when you are close enough, he just says, Anes, my friend, come here. I think I might have the solution for your problem. And when he says this, he's still ordering people around. He's scratching his head a lot, like, ugh, not now, Griffin. Where are those two? You only
at
said
your
you're...
service.
Desdemora Wick from the Order of the Iron Gavel, sir.
Oh, you were from the Order. Okay, never mind. Of course, you mentioned her, but he turns to Priscilla. The fuck are you?
Just a curious traveler who likes to solve mysteries.
I see. Griffin, I hope you're sure about this. It's your money on the line, and it's my name and show on the line. And Griffin immediately stops and be like, my friend. He looks at Priscilla, blinks a couple of times. I will trust her, but I trust Des a lot. She's been working with me for a very, very long time. I can actually consider her a family friend. So, trust me on this. This situation will be in great hands. Trust me. And actually, I think I just might leave you two with Mr. Atisari. I think I should be going. And as he says this, he stops in his tracks and he starts to chuckle because behind him there is a purple tiefling, curled horns, long black hair with several braids on his hair, with a highly colorful patterned jacket. Just behind him with a dagger. Yeah, you should leave now, Griffin. And Griffin's just like...
Des would walk over to Griffin as he was leaving, would say to Hans, a moment please, and would walk to Griffin, take her handkerchief, wet it a little bit, by put the gods, you look ghastly, and cleans him a little bit, and turns around to this tiefling and says, I trust we're not going to have any problems, will we?
We will not the moment that this man leaves my backstage.
Your backstage? Is that correct, Mr. Hans?
Hans looks at you and he's like, it's that Vice has his own privileges. It's fine.
I have documentation. Who should I present it to?
It's to me, but he is the leader of the performers, to put it like that. And Vice immediately puts the dagger away. He turns to Giannis and be like, you know very well that the RC is not exactly welcome in this backstage for reasons you and I know. So, Mr. Griffin, please leave.
Nice, good, some manners. So that's lovely that he has a number 2. And I walk to Jans and I present some documentation and I say, so by order of the stillness, this carnival is now under review and it shall be so until we figure out where all this chaos is coming from. Well, other than the expected chaos.
He grabs the documentation, he starts to read it. He's just flipping the pages and he's asking, well, we can still perform tonight, right? Just
We'll
one
see.
show?
We'll see.
Oh, fine. It's just one show. People already paid for it.
That's not my problem.
Well, wouldn't it be lawful to let people who've already purchased tickets to see the show?
Would it be what?
Would it be lawful? They've already paid, correct, Des?
That's why some procedures exist, such as refunds.
And it just keeps on being, and he's like, listen, if you don't find anything out of ordinary, I believe that this show can go on. Again, it's just one show. I'm already doing lots of cuts. What do you two need to investigate in particular?
I suppose you just keep things as they are, and things will fall into place once I see what's going wrong. Priscilla, dear, do you agree?
I agree. It'd be nice to have some witnesses or people to interview.
Well, you have Vice. With him, you can go to basically any member of the circus, and all of a sudden you just hear like a bunch of boxes and stuff falling. And here's the thing, one of the boxes had fireworks, so there's just like, and Anas is like, and he runs away to understand what's going on, leaving you alone with Vice. This tiefling that is simply with his arms crossed looking at everything happening. So, you're the ones that the RC invited to investigate what's going on.
One of us was? Yes.
You can consider me invited.
right.
The Academy investigates where it pleases.
Since I don't like messy arrangements, Priscilla you shall now be my number 2. Technically, it's official business, so I need her keen minds on this as well. She's a bright one.
As are you, Des.
Well, I
Also,
don't try-
after dodging a firework, I'm going to cast False Life on myself. Give myself
You do that
some temporary hit points.
as that firework just passes right above your head. It also passes kind of in between Vice's horns, and he's completely unbothered by this situation. You can tell that this chaos is not exactly new to him, and he says, "Well, I don't trust what's been going on, but unlike Anes, I care for the safety of our profession. So, if you have any question, you can ask me, and I can even bring you some people you can talk to. The
That would be
backstage
lovely.
at this time before a show. Then follow me. Just a warning, backstage before a show, it's sacred for performers, and not knowing if we will act tonight or not, there will be a point where me and the rest of the artists will just do a small prayer, because things have been dangerous around here, and then all of us go do our job. If you see some more in their head than others, do not find it weird. We are just getting ready. Follow me, please."
You mentioned that you were concerned about the safety of your performers. What about the safety of the audience? Does that concern you?
It does concern me, but one thing is when people that come and watch our show leave and they die outside of the circus walls and the carnival's gates. It could be anything. But the moment our staff and the moment my family gets hit with this, that concerns me even more.
I respect that. Very well. Show us then. Priscilla, do you have any questions for our number 2?
Has it happened to any of the staff yet? Sorry,
Oh, yes.
performers.
Sadly, I had to bury 2 old friends of mine recently in freak accidents.
Is that how most people are dying? Freak accidents?
Mostly mistakes during shows that they would never do. Usually it's just stuff like that. Either during actual performances or just during, practice.
And the same with the people who aren't affiliated with the circus?
I will be honest with you, I don't know exactly how the people that come and watch our shows have sadly passed away. I know that our staff has also been hit with freak accidents. One thing is a person dying because the glass fell on top of them. Another is when 3 people die of the same way.
That's unusual.
I have a question as
Exactly.
well. Are your performers always involved when these freak accidents happen?
Sorry?
Are your performers always involved?
No, they are not. Sometimes they are alone when it happens, or sometimes they are with their troupe partners or duos.
I see. Odd. Well, I can't wait to see the backstage then.
I've already seen it.
And when Priscilla already knows all the hidden corners. And when you arrive to the backstage, you see many different performers. I will actually say that Priscilla, you just know them by their faces. You've seen them already. But I would say that Des was probably given a list with physical descriptions and some sketches of each performer. You see a duo that it's getting their bodies painted for the first show. They are the opening act. You see this red tiefling, short horns, long black hair, and you see also this man with shaved sides, black hair pulled to the back, full of tattoos that if you look closely, it looks like they move. Those two, you know that they are Lena Deller and Kai Mirsky. And you also know that Kai is Anne's stepson. You also see a girl that Vice immediately runs to hug because she's visibly shaken, she's scared. She is this elf woman, short ginger hair, tied in a messy bun, some freckles on her face, her skin is extremely pale, her eyes are green. She is dressed in simple red velvet clothes because she is one of the trapeze artists. That's Victoria Edevin. And you see also two people. One of them is close to Victoria, and I will let Olenko describe her character.
So you guys see this woman with somewhat short hair, with the highlights under her hair, with orange and yellow eyes. You see that she wears leathery type clothes and quite a lot of textiles. It feels like she's some sort of dancer. You could assess that. You do also see that she does carry a rapier by her side and two daggers. Although the daggers look a little bit too decorative to be used in an offensive way, I suppose.
And you also see this person that I will also ask you to tell me what exactly you are doing. Korvik describes your character.
Yes. So you see an individual who is pale white and has got an even whiter, if possible, hair that sort of goes into like a mullet kind of hairdo. And then at the back, it's where all the tips of the hair are. They are all sort of like purple. They are a fairly short individual, like 5'6" or so. They are wearing clothes that are very like colorful, like almost like someone who's trying to fit into a strange sort of circles, all in the tones of like purple, red, blue, with some touches of gold color as well, and a cloak that as you're sort of like walking and seeing, it seems to constantly shift ever so slightly into like more ceremonial stuff, or then more like party nightwear stuff, or more like performer clothes. So it seems to always be in sort of shifting motion. And then there are 4 of them appearing between themselves, and Korvik is sort of commanding, Korvik Prime, as it were, is sort of commanding the other 3 to do with the whip to see what would look best in a performance. So they are burning a mirror image just to see what would be best to perform with.
And for Des and Priscilla, this is what you see. For Lisa and Korvik, the 2 of you are the most recent additions to this circus. You have been here and at first everything seemed alright, until it stopped being alright. But you only have heard rumors, you have seen that people have died in the circus, some members of the circus, but you haven't exactly seen anything. One thing that you see clearly is that there's 2 people in this backstage that you've never seen before. And for Lisa, the first time that you see Victoria actually shaken up.
Oh yeah, are you all right?
I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. Sorry, I didn't expect the devil to be here. Just that.
Oh.
And Vice just jumps in and says, "RX, Griffin."
Oh, I see. I understand.
Hearing about talks about X and stuff. Korvik is gonna jump in, and they're gonna say, "Who's X with who?"
Victoria's like, "Oh, the person that honest, got money for the show here. A Lord, if you see a man with sunglasses in the middle of the night, run. Or whip him hard, please, for me.
Why would you wear sunglasses in the middle of the night?
Well, exactly. Actually, I know the reason, but I don't want to say the reason. Regardless, whip him if you can. Not in a way that he will guts.
I'm gonna sort of like whisper to Lisa, being like, are they just having a bit of a mental breakdown or something?
I think so. But to be honest, I would also have a breakdown if I saw my ex-boyfriend here.
Well, I don't know if I would break down, maybe break them up, but that's doesn't matter. Sorry, can we help in some way with all of this?
Vice just chimes in and says, well, first of all, let's stop talking about exes. And he turns to Victoria, just grabs her by the cheeks, looks at her, and you will stop thinking about him. I know tonight it's a night of celebration of love. I know, really, really bad timing. But for example, he just points to Kai and Lena that are getting ready. He says, for Kai, it's a big night. His lover is going to be in the crowd. So let's just all relax. We just do breathing exercise, and he starts to... And Victoria follows him, just like, I hate when I have to do this. He's just shut up and breathe. And once he makes sure that she's breathing and he doesn't need to guide her, he turns to both of you and he says, well, how about we just give her some space to breathe? There's people here in the backstage. You know, this is a sacred time. We need to pray before the act. He just grabs his pocket watch, around 15 minutes. So go and do your thing. If you need to talk with them, talk. I will make sure that everything is okay. And I will make sure no more fireworks just blow up randomly. And he continues to just walk around the backstage.
Okay. Do we understand what they're doing here? Those two people in the backstage before the show. Lisa?
If it is two, it is Lisa.
Sorry, again.
Do we have any idea why two people are in the backstage and not meant to be here before the show?
I actually have no idea. I saw one of them sneaking around, I think, but I'm not sure.
Why were they sneaking around? It wasn't a very stern lady, was it? She doesn't look like she likes to sneak around.
No, it was the other one. I'm actually kind of scared of the stern lady.
Sorry to bother everyone. I'm going to need to speak with Olinko and Korvik, please. The rest of you can continue to prepare or whatever it is.
Lisa.
Sorry?
It's Lisa. Olinko, it's her name.
Apologies. Lisa.
How the fuck do they know our names?
I don't know, but I feel like we should obey.
Sure. And I'm gonna turn to them and be like, "Yep, that is us. What do you want to talk to us about?"
Lovely. So the ringmaster told me you were mentioned to this carnival, correct?
That is true.
Very well. You are here to show us around and answer any questions we might have, which, if I know her, will be plenty.
All right. I suppose.
Well, anything we can do to help, we shall.
Can I see if he's telling the truth?
Mm-hmm.
You can roll an insight, I guess.
Thank you very much. It's a natural 20. I can take a picture.
You did not have to say that like in character as well. What the hell?
Go back to the counter. Yes.
Damn.
I'm just surprised that I just slapped the table and the camera didn't die. This is amazing.
So to a total of 27.
Damn. So, Korvik, tell me, are you being truthful, or you have any like I don't want to say like suspicions?
There's no hint of lie in what Korvik is saying, but you also, I guess, with the 27, you would definitely get the like. There is a sense of there's of Korvik being like, I will play your game as long as I can get as long as I can have fun doing that sort of thing.
Okay. Very well. So I would, I guess, try to ask, since when has this been happening? And did you know any of the deceased?
I suppose that
I will
would
tell
be
you right now, you
Yeah.
don't know the deceased. Like, you know them just by looking at them, but it wasn't people that you exactly interacted with. The only one that you know was a performer that you name. The name was Nikos, but you didn't even know what was his act.
Well, we are fairly recent here, so we have no idea who these people were, honestly.
There was someone like Nikos or something. That was one of the people that sadly passed away. But other than that, there's really not much that, at least I know, and I know that like it was said, we're just fairly recent additions to the carnival. Probably, now that I'm thinking about it, to fill up the spots of the people that died. That's quite
Quite morbid.
Yes. What act did they perform? What act did Nico perform?
I will be honest, I have no idea.
Yeah, we sort of just knew their name, and someone. There was a time when we'd finished performing, and then someone just walked in, being like, "Nico's dead, Nico's dead," and then we were like, "Oh, really?" And then we sort of just tried to figure out more, but everything was just sort of like, it is when there's a death that happens. Just you can't really seem to know much, and then walking around from town to town, it's very confusing, all of it.
It's very well.
So you didn't in this
I would
town?
say, and just go ahead, Priscilla.
Oh, good.
Very well. I was just double checking if the performer was perhaps a magician, and instead of dying, they merely disappeared one last time.
Oh, that would be. I mean, I suppose it is a magic trick, isn't it, to just sort of die? You sort of just go somewhere else. Well, it depends on what you believe, really, but you can go somewhere else, or you can sort of continue. There's also necromancers that can bring you back. That's another type of magic. So I don't really know what. I don't know. Basically, sorry, I'm just talking. I just get talking. If you don't stop me, I'll just keep going. Do you want to see the backstage? Do you want to see more of it?
Is there someone who might know Nico?
Probably the ringmaster.
You
Right?
will actually hear someone else just chime in, and it's Kai, but he will not chime in just outright, because Korvik, you will hear in your mind this deep and distorted voice, because he's a Kalashtar, but he has some flavor to it that you still trying to understand what's going on. He says, "Let me talk. If someone here knew Nico, it was me."
Were you aware of any? Sorry, go ahead.
Only Korvik hears it because it's a mind link.
I will use my own mind link as a Kalashtar to say to him, being like, "Well, what do you want us to do? Do you want us to just keep talking, or do you want to come here and talk? What do you want to do?"
Well, just call me in and I'll join in. Because if you keep talking, they will arrest you.
Oh, I will then turn around and look to see where Kai is, if I can find them.
He's right behind you. You see him with the Lena, the tiefling. But just a little detail I forgot to mention. They have a kind of a big prince. Kai is really tall. He's 195. So he's kind of not hard to miss. And he's looking at you while he's painting his body.
Well, I will turn to Priscilla and Des and be like, "Well, actually, Kai might be the right person to talk to, because I just have a feeling that's the right person." Kai! I'll shout.
He just signals to Lena, and he walks there. You see him in this dark outfit with some paint and dark symbols across his body, and some silver paint, because he needs to paint over his tattoos. And when he walks close to both of you, he bows and he's like, What can I assist you?
Are they arcane
Can I just-
symbols?
Occult symbols, actually. Symbols connected to death and darkness.
Can I? Can I just?
Yes?
Can I just use a magic action to open up a mind-link channel so Liz will be able to talk telepathically to me, and whilst everything else that's going to happen next happens, Liz is going to hear a very panicked Korvik voice in her head, being like, "You're not going to fucking believe it. Kai said that if we kept talking, these guys would arrest us."
I'm assuming that Liz was probably used to this because I feel like Korvik would use this to, gossip.
Yeah, 100%.
And she's like, in her head, they would what?
They would arrest us. I didn't even know that they had the capacity to do that. Do they have jurisdiction in it? How does it work?
Why would they arrest us? Why do they think we killed them?
I don't know. I thought we were being quite friendly. They were being quite friendly, even the Stern lady. I thought. No, it was just me.
I thought they were nice too, I suppose. Why would I kill someone that pays my salary?
It's a very good point. Let's just listen and see where this goes. Kai seems to be on top of things.
Yeah, let Kai handle these people, gods.
Answering to Ricardo, what do you see around the backstage?
I was actually talking about their interaction because the magic link and she
theirs.
sounded quite surprised. I'm just wondering that with the passive insight and passive perception of 17, if I notice like a startle or something.
You do. A small hint of panic.
On both?
Mostly on Lisa.
Okay. I don't say anything.
Well, when Kai bows and asks, so what can I assist you?
Priscilla, do you want to go first on this one?
Yes. What you say you know Nico? What do you know of his death?
Well, it was quite a spectacle. He died while practicing. That's most I can say.
While practicing. What did he do?
Yes, he used to do some Spanish web. Have you heard of it? It's an aerial act.
18, so I'm pretty certain I have.
Yeah, you basically know that the Spanish web is like a rope where there is like someone holding it on the ring, and they are just moving it around, and the performer, it's hanging on the rope and doing the acts there. What happened is simple. He got tangled in the rope, he lost his grip, and he was hanged by it.
Who was holding the web?
practice.
Or who was holding the rope?
A poor staff member that decided to quit. It was an accident. He was doing standard procedures, routine. His hand slipped, he got tangled, and unfortunately died. Oh well, his life.
Guess we can't ask him any questions if he doesn't still work here.
No. He caught the carriage back to his home city. I don't blame him.
I was wondering, did any of you three feel these effects, these weird sensations that have been described in many, many ways?
Well, I have. And I will say, I have been. You two, not yet. You have seen it slightly. Some artists all of a sudden blacking out mid-performers and almost resulting in accidents. And Kai says, well, me and my partner Lena, we had some scares mid-performing and mid-practicing, but nothing much. As you can see, we're both safe and well. But yes,
I want
we
to
have been
canvas.
feeling.
Sorry, I want to canvas the room to see who's paying attention to this conversation.
The one that is paying most attention is actually Brian Weiss.
Okay, is that the one that talked to Korvik?
It's next stage. Yeah, and Dr. Corbett.
Okay.
And
Anyone else, or just him?
just mostly those two. All of the performers are in their own mind, be like, especially because of everything that has been going on. They focus to not be in their best game, make sure that survive the night.
So I'm just wondering if Kai, I think you said his name was Kai,
Okay.
if he's paying attention.
Paying attention to the performers around
Our
or to
our
you?
conversation.
He's paying attention, but he's also not exact. Like he's talking to you, he's answering to you, but in his mind he's like, I have to finish my body paint. As you can see, this is taking a long time.
Why do you paint death runes on yourself?
Oh, this is actually part of an act. Lena, come here, sweetie. And he shows her around some symbols all over her body. You see, this is luxuries of being the stepson of the ringmaster. I have 3 acts for the night. The first one is the nightmare, and it's aerial skills and fabric. And during that act, my name is not Kai, it's Nightmare. So because of that, I just paint some of these symbols around me. They come back on my last act where I come out with the name of Grim Reaper. In the middle, I change a little bit for some fire performance, but that's not important here right now. It's just part of the act.
Priscilla, do you mind if I make short work out of this?
Go right ahead.
May I have everyone's attention, please? I would like all of you to join us here in this conversation, please. And I try to bring the whole room together. And I try to arrange them in a perfect circle around us, me and Priscilla.
And they do so also because Vice orders them to do so.
So, as you're aware, certain things are happening. And are we all agreeing that we need to fix this? And I want to see the general tone of the room.
Vice looks at everyone and he nods. He also does like some signs with his hand, and everyone just says to you in almost in unison, "Yes, miss."
Very well. I will cast Zone of Truth. Anyone who resists shall be interrogated
course.
by me and Priscilla. And whoever is under the spell cannot tell any lies. And I will obviously only ask you questions about this. It's only personal. If it's connected, you don't have to hide anything from me.
And because Vice is such a carefree personality as well, such a calming personality, he does not resist. And because he does not resist, no one else there resists.
Okay.
He just warned you and almost like in a whisper, just be careful when asking questions to Jackie. She can be a bit chaotic.
Very well. I will be succinct and direct. I will ask each one of them individually if they know exactly what's happening, and if they don't know exactly what's happening, if they know anything about what's happening.
You have a couple of them saying that they don't know anything that's happening. They have just seen the news and numbers. Some of them know more or less what's happening, and they are actively helping anyone in staff, and they offer you help to everything that you need. They say that they have seen performers blacking out. They have seen the freak accidents. Amongst the people that say that they don't know anything that's going on, but they are scared, it's Victoria and kind of Lena. Kai, you can tell because of the Zone of Truth that he's actually terrified of what's going to happen because it's his life. He needs this money. He needs things to go smoothly. Even though he is the ringmaster's son, and they don't have a good relationship. He lives and dies for this. Stepson. Yes, thank you. He's the one ironically calling him that, so sometimes, yeah. You can tell that he's very bothered by the situation, and then in the midst of all that, you have Jackie that is enjoying every single bit of chaos in this. Oh, people are dying!
Right.
Yay!
I have a question, DM. Is there anyone in here that is trying to make themselves look small, as if not wanting to be a part of this?
Everyone. Almost everyone.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I will now, after interrogating them, I will go straight to Lisa and ask point blank, why were you startled earlier when we were having a conversation?
Oh, fuck, he's got us. Say something else. So just say, I'm going to shut up.
So Karvik is talking in my head, so I'm just gonna turn completely voicing out, not even in my head. Shut up! I'm trying to think.
Yes, exactly that. What you're doing right now.
So my friend here, he can speak to my head.
Oh, lovely. And what was
Having
he
private
saying?
conversations, are we?
Gossip.
Please proceed.
Well, we are quite worried with the amount of questions that you're doing, and by the way that you're acting, you are someone of great importance that can, close down this place, and we kind of need this place to, eat.
We'd just like to know who sent you. That's all. Like, what are you doing here?
I'm performing a review of your establishment. And just to finish off, was that all he said?
Pretty much.
You're under the zone of truth spell.
Lying pretty much is what he said. Like, she's like, yeah,
Okay, so
there was nothing else relevant to tell.
simply then I turn to you, Corvic. What did you say? In
I said
these
that I
kind of
was-
details.
I was just saying that I felt like it was a bit weird that you just came here and just started asking questions without telling us who you are. That's all. And then apparently you can arrest us. That's new.
No, not me. I just do the review of the place. I don't actually do any arrest. I don't
Oh.
have that sort of authority.
That's fine. That's fine.
So
then-
is that all, dear? Is that all you said? Just to be sure. I'm very thorough.
Yeah. Even if I wanted to lie, I apparently did something that doesn't allow us to. So, yeah.
Okay, I just want to double check that he did say to Eliza, that Kai said that they would be arrested if we continued to talk, right?
Oh, yeah, right.
So just double checking because it's zone of truth.
Yeah. They would say that. Yep.
Okay, so
When do I-
you want to go, Priscilla? Dear? It seems that Kai knows something he's not quite telling us.
Hi, why did you think we can arrest people? I mean, Des loves laws. She's pretty much an honorary Modron.
Oh, it's not exactly common to have people investigating the backstage of a circus, darling.
It's not exactly normal for a circus to have so many unusual deaths.
Oh, I know. But it's exactly because of that I don't want anyone that is innocent to get in trouble, and I don't trust you. So I just look after my younglings here. As by younglings, I mean the newest members of our family.
Well, we're not here to arrest anyone, so I hope that puts you at ease and you could tell us anything. We're trying to get to the bottom of this so no one else dies.
A little bit more at ease, yes, knowing that no one will get arrested. Regarding the deaths, I just said everything that you need to know, because I don't know anything else. I saw Nikos dying. Honestly, quite happy. The guy was a dick. But other than that, our staff, the poor people that came to watch our show, no, that's tragic. And even though I don't look like it, I want to cooperate.
Has anyone here been cursed?
Cursed, magically afflicted, what have you?
Oh, ask Vice, because I certainly don't know. He's the one that knows more about occult stuff. Yes, I have the symbols, but I don't know anything about it.
Vice is here, right?
Yeah, Vice is the one that is basically in the circle around to cooperate. And he
Have
turns to
you
you too.
or anyone... Oh, go ahead.
If has anyone been cursed, I do feel something wicked, almost like a spell on us. It does look and feels like a curse, but I have not been able to understand what's going on. The cards have told me that we need to stop this fast, otherwise really, really bad things will happen. You know, that happens with the tower. Anyway, but I wish I could tell you more.
Do you have more to tell us?
I do not. Unless you
They're
want me to
still
do a
in the zone of
reading for
truth?
you, I can.
Oh,
I
by
can
all
assure you
means.
this, I do not know. He grabs the cards and he just sits on the floor. As he sits on the floor and starts to shuffle, some cards start to jump out. And 6 cards in particular jump out of his deck. With the first one being the Moon card, the second one being the Devil, the third one being the 7 of Swords, the fourth one being the 10 of Swords, the fifth one being the Tower, and the last one being the Eight of Wands. And by the reading, he simply wants. He looks at the cards, looks at you, Priscilla. How do I say this nicely? We are fucked.
Nonsense. What does it mean?
Well, it means something really bad is gonna happen. We can stick, but if we don't act, really bad things are going to happen.
Well, let's act. What's your plan?
Whatever plan you guys could pull, Giannis just storms in, and he's like, have you seen the time? Everyone, out of the backstage. We need to go to the ring. Vice, everyone do that you need to do, and let's hurry up. And Vice looks at Addis. He sighs, looks at Bud. You heard the boss, man. Maybe after the show.
Just a moment while I excuse myself, then you can scatter. And I will go to face a wall. Just looking, like a wall is here, and I'm going to look at it, and then they can scatter.
There you move. There is not exactly a wall. You have there is the wall of the tent, which is the fabric. You look at it, you see the colors of the red and white stripes. It looks a bit dirty. That fabric should be clean like 2 weeks ago.
Whatever I can see right in front of my eyes, I clean.
You start to clean, and while that happens, Vice is just moving everyone around, already pulling them to a prayer circle before the show. It doesn't take long for that to happen. While he's doing the praying circle, that part of the tent is as shiny as it's ever been. The fabric looks like it's brand new. It looks like that part of the circus. It's the first night ever, completely new performance. It's cleaning, it's shining. You can almost see. You cannot see exactly a reflection in its fabric, but you can see the bright colors of it.
I just mind linked to Liz, being like, well, she must be fun at parties.
Honestly, I've seen the opposite, so I still prefer this. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she gonna? Because is she not gonna clean like the whole tent, or we're just gonna have like a really clean bit, and then the rest is? I mean, I suppose if she stays here long enough, she's just gonna clean it all, right? Maybe we should just keep her here.
Honestly, that would be a great plan.
Yeah.
However, the more they stay here, the more questions they will do.
Yeah, that's true. Oh shit, the prayer starting. Yes.
As the prayer starts, Vice leads the prayer, and he asks the gods to look after you and bless you, creatures that put their bodies and life on the line in the name of art, in the name of this great performance. He asks them to bless you with good luck, and may they all get out of that ring feeling fulfillment, and that all of you may go rest well this night. Once the prayer is over, Anes just storms outside to the ring. The music starts to play, and you hear, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the mysterious Wonderland." And this is where you're going to do a small break. So stay right there, 5-10 minutes. We'll be right back. So, welcome back. And it's time for the show. As you all stay backstage, and as Anes leads the celebrations, he starts to call performer after performer for their show. Just like Kai said, he would open tonight's performance with his Nightmare act alongside Lena. And what you see is a cult-like act. Lena just runs to the stage like she's scared, like someone is running after her. People walk from the audience to the ring, all of them in dark clothes, handling torches, and Kai just runs after Lena. He chases her around the arena, and they grab the fabric, moving up in the sky as they act together, performing their choreography like nothing is happening. They do their stunts, they do their spins, they do their tricks of near falls, both him and her. And one thing that you can see, there's a lot of trust in each other. as that act ends backstage, Kai already cleaning the paint of his body, so he changed into his new attire, and the next performer goes. The next performer goes after that one. And then Anis calls. Corvic,
Yes.
wake up! It's your turn now! Get ready!
Oh, right. All right. And I like walk onto the stage when it's actually my turn.
He gets ready to go to the ring, and Vice stops behind you and he whispers, remember to breathe. It's gonna be alright. Ignore that those two are watching and just enjoy. That's what you need to do in the ring. It's just you and your craft. Recollect. He walks away and you hear Anis doing this speech to rally the crowd that is watching. And now, the newest member of our family, just for you. Oh, lucky you, you are here to witness the great and amazing Whiplash Corvic. And he calls you in as he leaves. And I will ask you, Corvic, what does your act consist of?
All the lights go out in the tent, and then there is a little mote of light that starts in my hand that then we just see spread out into like a horde of light as my whip gets lit up like it's some sort of light sail or something. As I use, in this case, purple flame blade, not green flame blade, it gets like lit up in purple, and then there's beginnings of just like the first beginning of the act is just the whip alone in the middle of the darkness, and then the lights actually come up, and there's only the whip there, as I have cast invisibility on myself, and then the whip is just moving and moving and moving around, and suddenly there is bits of minor illusion and prestidigitation, sort of like the sound of the whip hitting echoes through the tent, and people like get flashes of the whip passing by their eyes, but actually it's all the illusion of it. And then all of a sudden the whip goes up, and as like all eyes are focused on the whip going up, suddenly there is a hand that grabs it as I put down my invisibility, and then Corvic is naked from the waist up. They took their cloak out whilst invisible, and now you see there's all these tattoos that sort of look like whiplashes, and they're burning. They're like bright purple. And so the continuation of the trick is all about like Corvic doing slashes and whip cracks all throughout the stage, whilst minor illusioning and prestidigitation more of these tattoos onto her body. And then it sort of ends with a massive lash of the whip that once again puts all the lights out. Lights come up, and there's no one on stage as Corvic's exited during it.
And that great grand finale leaves the audience in awe, and there's a thunderous round of applause to you, and not just them outside are seeing you. The people in the backstage greet you with applause as well. You are greeted by Kai and Lena. They are still getting ready, they are still getting painted, but he has to come to you and give you a firm handshake, saying, yes, that's it, that was amazing. How'd you feel?
There is a sort of, I guess Des would get it, would see the like when Corvic is performing doesn't look like the Corvic she met. as this sort of like exuberance, and like they look bigger and like they have a stage presence that they don't have in real life. And then as soon as Kai comes to him and starts talking to him, like Korvik sort of goes back to their usual self of being like, oh, yeah, I think it went fairly well. Yes. There were a couple of things I would have changed. The applause was nice.
Oh no, you don't. I don't think you need to change anything. If you feel like you need to change, then go ahead. You heard them. You heard us. That was amazing, darling. Amazing. Well, I think you earn your rest. You want something to drink? You can ask the staff. I think we have some beverages for you, so you to recover. And you hear Anna's already just calling the next performers as the commotion still reigns in the backstage.
Cool.
With this, Des, what are you doing right now?
So I'm wondering if I'm thinking that this either and I would say this to Priscilla actually. So I would go, Priscilla, darling, I believe that whatever is happening in these grounds, it's either someone or something. So what do you think? Detect magic around the arena to see if we can spot an item, a person, someone that may be causing this.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea.
So that's what I would like to do. I would like to cast Detect Magic and, away from the commotion as much as possible, try to see if there's an aura, a feeling, a presence.
And as immediately as you cast Detect Magic, there is, yes, something dark, something otherworldly, something that it's clearly not right. It's not something infernal, but it's something from the darkness.
And can I trace it to anywhere?
As of right now, it's everywhere around you.
Okay, so it's the atmosphere.
Yes, I will just give you this example. You see when you're trying to park the car and you have those alarms on the car that tell you when it's like
they're all going off.
They're all up around you, but you feel it all around you.
Okay.
What this tells you, actually, just roll me an Arcana, just so if you know exactly what it is.
So that's a 3. I'll use Lucky to reroll.
Oh, I was going to say, if you describe it to me, maybe I can give you advantage.
I mean, we would be doing
possibly.
this together, right? Because
What do you think?
I said what I was going to... darling, there's something very creepy around here, these parts. This does not feel right. I feel a dark magic, something.
I touch your shoulders and I say, focus, and I give you guidance.
Well, it's either advantage or either of us rolls.
Oh,
so
then take advantage.
Okay. So that's a 19 plus 6, so 25 minus 1, 24.
And as you focus and you understand what this is going on, the type of magic that is all around you, it is a ritual spell. And it's a ritual that, by how it's going, it was casted a long time ago. It's ancient. So there is not exactly a person per se casting it now, but it's something that was set up maybe when Carnival arrived, and now that you have it, that you have the Detect Magic activated, you feel it, and it's strong, and it's getting stronger because it's feeding itself on the people of the arena, on the performers, and on the staff, on every soul that is around you, and it's trying to feed off yourself as well.
Can I resist it actively?
You can resist it actively. As of right now, it's not strong enough to require a roll. So you can just say, I'm resisting it, and you are resisting it. But you can feel it almost like attaching itself to you. And you get your confirmation of this as the next act, which is a balancing act. The performers just keep on falling. And they are doing basic tricks at the beginning, and one of them just falls completely backwards. That act is not going well, and you can feel that it's the magic that you detected, that it's attaching itself to them, and they are failing because it's trying to pull out their souls.
And I would tell this to Priscilla. Do you think we should go backstage and stop this madness?
Yeah, we probably should. This is
All right,
very bad.
you lead. I'll stay behind a little bit, but I'll follow you.
Just to stop the performers?
Yes, maybe talk to Hans or something.
Okay.
I'll follow Priscilla, but very awkwardly because of the commotion.
Okay. I'll go to Vice, I guess.
So let me just... Priscilla goes to Vice, and Des goes to Hans.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, so you go together to the backstage to look for them, and then you go your separate ways. And as you go look for them, in the meantime, Hans calls Lisa to perform. And just like it happened with Korvik, Vice walks to you, gives you some words of encouragement, and he says, "Just breathe. You know this. You're good at this. Love your craft. Ignore the crowd. Do this for you, and you will do amazing. Trust me."
She just smiles at him like softly in a way of saying thank you.
He moves away, and before you actually can go in, he rushes to give you a hug. Victoria gives you a hug, and she whispers, "Break a leg."
I will.
Not literally, but you know.
I know.
She raises her pinky, waiting for you.
Lisa will also raise her pinky.
She tangles the pinky with you and be like, "Go, go, go, go."
Going.
And Lisa, you hear Anis in the middle of the ring. "And you think we were done with the surprises, huh? Dear viewer, you haven't seen nothing yet. Right now, the newest member of our family, we bring you the amazing, beautiful, talented Lisa." And he calls you in and describes your act.
As she enters first, the lights don't go out, but they go in. They're not as bright. And the reason is because as she is entering, she's spreading dancing lights around the tent. At first, it seems like it's a very calm sort of show, and then she starts dancing slowly at first. But then there's some sort of twist, and I will burn Silent Image to make a pair for Lisa to dance with. And this Silent Image will repeat her dance, but in the opposite direction. If Lisa goes to the left, the Silent Image will go to the right. It's a dance at first, a pretty normal dance, and then Lisa actually brings the daggers, and the Silent Image and Lisa keep throwing daggers at each other, not as in, a fight, but a performance of sorts. They keep
Roll me a
going on
wisdom saving
for
throw.
like... I shall roll a wisdom saving throw. Let's go. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad, I hope. Beyond, that's a wisdom saving throw. That would be a 22.
You're fine. You're more than fine. So, as you're dancing with yourself, with your partner, at some point, you feel like there is this breeze that passes right through you, and your vision goes blank for a second, but you're able to stay focused. You shake your head, and okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. You shrug and you just keep performing, and you keep doing your stuff.
So the dance kind of goes around the ring, but you can tell that the Silent Image and Lisa are getting close. And when they get close, both of them actually pull the swords out, the rapiers. And it seems like they're fighting each other. Till finally Lisa manages to pierce through the heart of the Silent Image, puts the hand behind the waist, and bows. And as she bows, the Silent Image disperses into some sort of glimmer, and then the lights go out.
Just like Korvik, there is this thunderous applause that fills the arena. people calling your name. You have some flowers being thrown at you, most of them by admirers. And when you reach backstage, again, Lisa coming to hug you because she's next. Not Lisa, sorry. Victoria, I'm so sorry. Too many characters. Victoria gives you a hug and she's next. As this is happening, as Anna's back after introducing not only Victoria but the entire crew because they are doing a trapeze number, Des, you can just simply go talk with him. He's right there. Meanwhile, for Priscilla, Vice is gathering with the other performers because Kai is still up next and there's other troops that will go after Lisa, so he's giving them a rundown. So, Des, if you want to come first.
Do I see Victoria before she leaves?
You see her taking a couple of deep breaths, and a detail that you can easily see, she's she's constantly just tucking her outfit and rubbing her neck, making sure that everything stays in place.
If I do see her, I will shout as loud as I can, "Stop this right now!" And I'll reach over to her and I'll try to, I'll be very blunt. I'll just go directly to her neck and try to see which she's rubbing on, if it's like some sort of hives or if there's something worse.
Oh, you see bite marks, vampire bite marks.
Once I see that, I immediately go, "Oh, Griffin, what did you do?"
Well, yes, right, Griffin, what did he do? So please stay away. You think
I'll use command.
Oh, for God's sake! What's the saving throw?
I'll say stop, and the saving throw is 15.
15. Where is the dice? Oh, it's there. That was a 4. She stops.
Okay, once she stops, I immediately go, "Victoria, darling, you've been bitten by a bad leaf right now. Something terrible is going to happen, and you do not want to be anywhere near."
What in the are you talking about? What in the night hells are you talking about?
That bite mark you see right there is no ordinary bite mark, and Griffin is no ordinary man.
Oh, I know, because I was Griffin's blood doll.
Of course you are.
So, stay the fuck away from me.
I let her go.
But she's not moving. You said to stop, she's not moving.
Well, it's only 6 seconds, so she can go.
The crew just touches her and be like, "Come on, let's go."
I'll stay and watch the performance to see if I can see anything physical or ethereal actually interfering with her performance, like from up close, since I'm in backstage.
Question: the detect magic is not active anymore, right?
It's 10 minutes. Since I have 3 charges, I would, if needed, I would cast another, especially because
each act is more or less 5 minutes, so I would say you're already on the second charge. And you do feel it around them, just like you were feeling around the other acts, and just like you were feeling around around Lisa. And just like with the balancing act, you see them doing mistakes, slipping constantly through the net, failing to grab each other, failing to being able to do the flips, the amount of flips they keep on trying, they keep on pushing, but you can clearly tell that curse, that ritual around them, it's getting stronger and stronger. In the meantime, Priscilla, what are you doing?
Looking for Vice.
You see Vice with the other performers, not that far from where you are.
I'm gonna run over to him. You need to stop this. Des performed a detect magic and with their wand, and they've detected that the problem that we've been seeking is an ancient dark ritual. and it's going to kill someone probably tonight. It's getting worse.
Wait, the dark ritual, what are you talking about? How did that happen?
Des is the one who saw it, but I'm trying to stop the show from going on before someone dies.
Who is acting now? It's Vex and
It's Victoria.
right. It's Victoria Vex. I call her Vex. Oh no, the other trapeze. Take me to Des.
Okay, head to Des.
He walks to you, and he looks worried and nervous.
Des, describe what you saw, Device.
Sorry, I didn't even saw you with that. I felt magic, a very dark, ancient one, around this whole place. Was there any preparation that anyone performed prior to you coming here to these lands to cleanse, or they would be claiming it's a cleanse?
Not that I am aware of. And we always come here whenever the circus is in town.
And you say you pray before the performances. Is that indicative of anything?
Desperation.
I see. Well, I don't know what's happening here, but
When-
this must be stopped.
And when you say that, hear a gasp in the arena. Lisa and Corvic, are you two watching the other performers, or are you in your own place right now?
I think Lisa
I'd
would
be
be
watching.
watching the performance, honestly. Yeah.
So, what do you see when they are doing just simple transitions from one place to another in the air? And tell me your passive perceptions, please.
Let me check. 18.
Duality. 10 and 18. Okay, 18 is perfect because
13.
Lisa, you see Victoria's eyes go blank and her hand slips from her her partner. As she slips, she falls back on the safety net. But in this circus, freak accidents happen, and the moment that she hits the net breaks, and she falls right on her back in the arena floor.
I
Not
would
moving.
see that. How far away am I from this?
You're right by the curtain. I would say you're close. And there's that gasp in the arena. The lights immediately go dark to prevent anyone else from seeing anything. So if you want to run in there, you can just go and run.
Well, I was actually seeing if I was close enough to cast Featherfall as she is dropping down.
Oh, okay. How is the range of Featherfall?
It's 60 feet.
60 feet.
Oh, you can. I would just say maybe
Do you want me to see if
because
I'm
this is kind of
quick
a
enough?
reaction. You're seeing it's happening. Yeah, I want to see if you're quick enough. But I don't know if I should go for a check or a saving throw. I'll go for a check.
Cool. A dex check.
Yes, dex check.
18.
Okay, so what happens, and this is the way that Victoria doesn't die. You're able to cast it as soon as she hits the neck and the net breaks. You have a very slim window of opportunity. And when you cast, when she hits the floor, she doesn't hit it as hard. So she is breathing, she's alive, she's okay. Ish. But that's last second casts of Featherfall probably prevented a tragedy from happening. And when she is laying on the floor, barely moving, her eyes look at you, and she mouths, "Thank you."
And I would run in immediately because I would know that the spell didn't work as intended, so I know that she's hurt. So I would run in to check in on her, see how she is.
She's just
Yeah, I would
hurts
also go as
a little
well.
bit. Like when she sees Lisa, she almost breaks down crying. When she sees you, Corvic, and she knows that it's you, she's just repeating the same, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." She doesn't have any blood, she doesn't have any bruises. She's just hurt from the impact, but Other than that, she's all right. I think at this point it's more panic instead of shock.
Do I, looking out into the audience, do I see anyone, considering I know a little bit about magic, do I see anyone who is sort of like, has the lookings of someone who has just cast sort of a spell or something? Maybe finishing some somatic components or something? Do I catch a glimpse of anything?
Since the lights went dark, remind me, color stars do not have a dark vision, correct? Or they do? You don't?
No, I do not have. No.
So I will set for a perception with disadvantage.
I would also be doing that as well.
So perception for this.
I sway you into an investigation if I take a little bit more time, or do you want perception?
Then turn to this.
17 investigation.
22. I burned one key.
Okay. So, firstly, the investigation. If you're looking specifically for someone in the audience or doing some kind of semantic component, you do not see anyone doing that. You see people mouthing in shock, like they saw Victoria fell, but that's the most of it. So everyone in the audience with your investigation is it. For this, looking for the same thing as or was something more broad.
So in my experience, when something like this happens, there's always people staring at it. I would be looking for someone that would be either going away, running, or actively doing something that other than like staring or trying to help, I guess.
You see three people, actually. You see Griffin, that was in the audience, running to try and go to the ring, but he's stopped by some of members of the security because they know that Victoria doesn't like him. And you see two men, one with long blonde hair tied in a ponytail, another one also blonde hair, his hair flipped back, nice trimmed beard, but they are going backstage. You also see a woman with long black hair, but her hair it actually has two colors. The other one is kind of a gray hair. She's also running backstage.
I don't let them off my side. If possible, I will go to them and observe them in a safe distance.
As they run backstage.
I would tell Priscilla first. I would come for Priscilla.
I'm going to command my familiar, my flying monkey that's been hiding up at the pipe somewhere, to follow them, and then I'm going to go with Des. What
you see and what the familiar also sees and follows is that those three people that are running backstage, they run to hug Kai and Lena, all worried about that. Is she okay? Is she gonna be fine? And the blonde man almost runs to Anna and have a shout match with him, accusing him of letting the show go on. Korvik and Lisa, do you have to leave the stage?
I was actually gonna cast Lesser Restoration on Victoria because I don't know what exactly is affecting her.
Okay.
So it sounds like a good spell to cast for it now.
It is a good one. There is this wave of freshness that goes through her body, and her eyes were actually, here's the thing, she has these beautiful green eyes, these emerald green eyes that all of a sudden were turning blank, grayish even. But as you cast Lesser Resurrection, her eyes turn back to normal. And actually with this, you could feel this. That sensation of something attaching to your own body. You were feeling something weird coming from Victoria. And what exactly is that her soul was being pulled out of her body. And Lisa's quick thinking with Lesser Resurrection stopped it from happening. With this, Victoria is slightly back. She takes a big deep breath, like, just take me out of here, please.
Pick her up and help her up and leave the ring. Really,
she holds herself to you like her own life depended on it, and she still says, "Thank you, thank you, thank you," because she knows that if it wasn't for you, she probably would have died from impact.
I just did what everyone else would do if they could. That's all.
Knowing our recent history, even if they wanted, I don't think they could.
What did you feel?
I blacked out. I don't know. I was just jumping, and then I noticed I was falling.
That's strange. Maybe, I mean, I don't see that stern lady and Priscilla. So maybe they found. Maybe they know something. Maybe we should attend to Liz, and I say maybe we should try to find them. They might be backstage, my guess.
When I was performing, I also felt something trying to reach out, but I thought it was just, stage fright. Sometimes it happens.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that anymore.
Right. Let's try and find the both of them, and we'll go backstage. Try to find Chris and Des.
Des and Priscilla, where are you?
I think we're backstage keeping an eye on those two people who ran back, who are now talking to Kai.
Those people, it's actually three. There's two men and a woman with double hair color. And a thing that you quickly coming, and with the entire chaos, he just calls in someone else is like, oh, we need to improvise. We need to improvise something. Jackie! And you just see this gesture-like creature with long blonde hair tied up in braids, a pair of horns coming out of her forehead, and she's like, well, yes, what can I do for you? He's like, go entertain them or something, and we need to buy time. And she's kind of just waiting, and he says, yes, you can bring the hammer, just go. She's like, oh, thank you, lovely doing business. And she grabs this huge ass hammer, and she just goes to the arena. And as soon as he turns back to go and walk to you, the tall blonde man with the beard and the hair flipped back just swings at Anas like a hook with his right hand. Anas is bleeding from his mouth, just falls on the floor. And he's insulting the shit out of him in a language that you don't understand. Sounds like some East language. But it's getting ugly.
Okay.
Oi, what did we miss?
You're asking that to who?
Just general.
Whoever
word.
is willing to, answer, because
Where's the
Why are
answer?
I would go, darling, step aside. I'm watching something. I believe whoever threw that punch is related to, what's her name? Veronica, the one who fell off stage.
Victoria.
And that, thank you. So I'm trying to assess the situation. If you can go help them.
Okay, so I think everyone here needs to calm down. Please stop fighting.
Just that Jurassic Park meme of the guy with the velociraptors.
I think everyone here needs to calm down. Not the time to be fighting. Can someone explain why are we fighting? Someone just almost died.
Kai is the one that's going to take charge, and he's gonna turn to you and he's gonna say, well, darling, that's a well-deserved punch. That's all you need to worry about. Honestly, I think the show is done for tonight. I'm going away from this carnival for tonight with my lover and friends. Lena, go and dress and change. Let's just all leave. This is getting too much. Lisa, please take Victoria somewhere safe.
Where
Okay.
are you going?
We're going somewhere, maybe a inn nearby. Look, if you are suspicious of me, you can be, but I promise you, I'm going away with my family. Cast Zone of Truth on me. I'm telling you, just do it. I have nothing to
I
hide.
don't have that spell.
Can I do an insight on them to see if they're lying?
You can.
Oh, that was terrible. +7, so 11.
11.
I got a 15.
Oh. Well, he doesn't seem to be lying, but you also cannot tell if he's hiding something because he's very agitated. He seems truthful to an extent to you. There's to Priscilla. He seems truthful, and he looks more worried about everyone else than he is to himself. Like, he saw what happened to Victoria, and he's like, yeah, nope, I have people here to care about. That guy on the floor is not one of them. He's just married to my mom. He's nothing to me. I'm going with the other people.
Is Hans still on the floor?
He is.
I go there and I help him get up and say, well, darling, it seems your laws are cursed, and so we must indeed evacuate the whole area and maybe even restrictions so no one takes another step in this hellhole of a catastrophe.
Fine, don't worry. Do whatever you have to do. Jackie's entertaining them, and they will probably leave with a smile with the crazy jester. Just do what you have to do. He's spitting blood. At some point, it's just like his jaw is kind of out of place. Just, I'm old enough for this. And he starts to walking away, turning his back to you.
I say, I'll send the paperwork afterwards, and I'll coordinate with the, evacuate everyone orderly.
Just do what has to be done. He's stumbling backstage. At some point, he just stumbles on the boxes, and there's like everything everywhere spilled on the floor. You have a bunch of props just mixed on the floor. Some for the clowns, another one that were for the balancing and the juggling artists. And because they have similar acts, at some point you don't know from like which is which.
Well, I stay coordinating the staff.
Honest just leaves, and the staff just comes to you in almost like a search of guidance in this chaos that is happening. They are all just like speaking at the same time, almost begging for answers. Yes, Priscilla?
As everyone is leaving and they're organizing all that, I'm going to go and check the net that broke. I'm going to give myself guidance, and I'm going to do investigation on the net that broke, because that seems suspicious. It's a 22.
So here's the thing. That net held on 7 more falls during that entire act. 7 other artists fell before Victoria. When Victoria fell, and she's actually one of the lightest ones, the rope just couldn't handle it anymore and broke. However, as we investigate it, you can see that it was kind of set up. Someone had to die because the rope that broke, it's slightly cut. So it was more fragile. And over time, with all the falls, it just simply broke.
Rope was
So alongside this curse, there is someone behind it.
Who is near the rope?
Currently, no one. You know that it's the staff that assembles the ropes.
Might need to go see the staff.
The staff is all next to this. And
Does the rope appear to be
sorry.
cut?
The rope, just a little, just not all of it, just some quarters of it. And it was enough to not even the performers noticing that it was cut.
So I would like to go examine to see if this was done recently or if it was like like a long time ago, like like the day before or something. Can I assess that?
I will actually let. How much did you roll, Priscilla?
A 22.
I will say that with the 22, Priscilla can assess that it was cut recently.
Okay. Who? You said the staff does this. Have we met people from the staff?
Not yet.
All right. So, once everyone's evacuated, and I actually turned to Priscilla. Okay, we need to keep this quiet. As you know, it's the staff that does this. Once everyone has evacuated, we'll gather the staff and we'll give them the same treatment we gave the performers. What do you say?
Yes, definitely.
Yep, lovely. Let's make sure. What's the name of that? Of the person that is very concerned for the staff, for the performers? Vice.
Vice.
And let's make sure Vice is there. I believe he has some sort of, influence in them as well.
Okay.
All right. So we put that plan in course. I don't know if the other non-investigators want to do anything.
I was actually gonna go to them. I want to ask, what is Lisa and Corvic doing now that Victoria is being taken by the rest of her troop to rest? And you see all this chaos unfolding. You just see Anna's getting swinged by a man that you have seen before. They kind of come to all the shows when you are in this town. At least they have been in all the shows since you arrived. And you see Des and Priscilla investigating the ropes and gathering the stuff. What are you to do?
I'm assuming they were separate, so they were not on the same place. One was with the staff and the other was checking the ropes. Could I try to make some sort of perception check to see if there's anyone that might have escaped either Des or Priscilla?
You have a passive perception of 18, right?
Yes.
I will say that with that, you can pretty much assess that everyone is there. The only ones that are not there are Kai and Lena. They left with their family. And Anej just went away. You don't know where they are. Jackie is also not there, but you know Jackie Tat at this point. She just randomly disappears. To you, it's nothing new. She likes chaos, but could she do this? Maybe. But I think it would be more noticeable if it was her. Maybe.
Yeah. Let me see. What can I pull? I'll turn to the staff and say, this might be the last time this circus is open if we don't find who's at fault. And I want to make somewhat of an insight check to see who is faking some sort of reaction, because I'm assuming everyone's in shock and someone's going to try to, fake it.
And there is someone that is definitely faking, so please roll me that insight.
Oh, amazing news.
I
can tell you this already.
That would be at 23.
God damn. So, no, Corvic, roll me as well. I just want to see something funny.
That is a 15.
15, okay. So, you see, each of you spot two people. One of them is faking. This is the one that you see, Corvic. He's faking a shock reaction, not because they have something to hide. They are like a puppet. So if you tell a puppet to move its arm, it's going to move its arm. And in this case, if you tell it to act surprised, they will act surprised. So they are shocked, but it's not a genuine shock. They don't know why they should be shocked. In fact, as you look, it doesn't seem like they have a reaction, a genuine one. It's like, oh no.
Again, just to make sure.
Huh?
Who had no reaction and basically acting like a puppet?
That was a rock gnome from one of the staff.
They just go, oh
But
no.
this was Corvic.
Anyway.
Basically, that was, oh no, anyway. However, you see something else. Because you see from that rock gnome, he is holding something for dear life. And not only is completely faking it, he's trying to just go like, I should go now. Because he's holding some papers in his hand. And because of your insight, you can feel that despite him having no emotions and faking that shock, hands they don't. And you can see his body twitching like, I need to run.
It's a dumb gnome coming right now.
Would Priscilla and I be there already? Because if the workers are all scared, then the evacuation must have been completed, right?
Yeah, basically. At this point, right there's only staff. The only performer that you see is Vice, and that's it.
You mentioned 2 people, so the rock gnome and who else?
That what I asked you to investigate. Actually investigate. What's your passive investigation?
This is Lisa, right? Because and Corvic. Because they
yes,
did.
But I also want you to investigate it. I want the 3 of you to notice.
Okay, I have terrible passive investigation. It's 9.
21.
Dang it.
I definitely have more. Let me see.
Yeah, mine's gonna be.
Wait, I closed the tab. I'm stupid. My passive investigation is 13.
Mine's 15.
Good. Why am I asking this? Because you checked another person. That other person is a tiefling that is actually behind the gnome. He's acting slightly shocked and he's moving his mouth. What he's doing, however, you don't know, but suspicious. The gnome catches more of your attention, but that tiefling, Priscilla, you notice it.
I'm gonna investigate the tiefling more, or Arcana if it seems like he's casting a spell.
Roll me an
And I'm
Arcana,
gonna
please.
psych myself up with guidance.
My 21
We've read these books before.
I noticed that.
Oh, nope. That is a spell I've never heard before. Let's see. That is an 11.
11,
Wait just a second.
Corbin, you
I
first.
can. Okay.
I was just asking if I notice him with my 21 passive investigation
You
as
do.
well.
Oh.
You do.
I'd roll for a Arcana on that as well, then see if I can check what there are.
Can give you link inspiration. I
If
can
you
give
want.
you. I do.
If you want. It's a D8, 6?
Yes.
6, I
D8.
believe.
D8.
Here says it's a D8.
D8 at 5.
Yeah,
it's a
D8
D8.
It's
because I'm
level
level
5.
5. Yeah.
Oh, okay, then. If it's a D8.
That is a neat 30.
Oh,
Yep,
3-0.
that's 17 plus 8 plus 5. I know what that bitch doing.
How do I say this nicely? He's casting a transmutation spell.
Is he?
He's ordering the gnome to run away with like a slight touch on its shoulder, and you just start to hear this screeching noise around the
Is
circus.
he-
Like,
Has he finished casting the spell when I'm noticing it?
is about to end it.
I would like to then, I'll take my whip out and I will do a very quick whiplash, like echo out of tiefling, and that is my counter spell, please.
Okay, you don't even need to roll. You don't even need to roll. He falls on the floor, covering his ear, and you will see what he was doing. Because all of a sudden, you remember Jackie. I described to you how she looks, right? She's like tall, long blonde hair, in two braids, this jester outfit. Yeah, when you turn to look around, you do see her transformed, and it's not looking pretty. What you see is this. It looks a lot more like a tiefling. Her neck just elongates, her entire figure just grows in a natural way. Her arms and legs grow longer, her nails turn into claws, her teeth become sharp, her tongue becomes longer, her eyes turn completely black, and she's moving unnaturally, just like drooling all over. She's getting ready to go and attack and run to you, but because the spell ends, she's just turns back to normal and just laying on the floor, looking at you both, like you and Lisa. What happened here? Kind of confused because she doesn't remember exactly.
I'm gonna run over to the tiefling and thump him in the chest with my quarterstaff and be like, "Don't move."
We're not planning on. He's looking at you, understanding that he got caught. His ear still hurts. And he's like, but now you're gonna arrest me.
I guess we'd like to find out why you're doing this in the first place.
It's not me.
Then
Who is it?
Who?
Why don't you take a wild guess? And as he's speaking, all of a sudden, it's like, his eyes start to bleed out. There is this dart that starts to come out of his mouth, almost like, yeah, no, don't speak.
Is he dead, or did that just happen?
He's still alive, but he's not having fun.
Lesser resurrection question mark?
I think he'll be more than at this point. The last thing he said was basically, take a wild guess.
I approach and I say, we're not in the mood for wild guesses. Give us your answer, dead or alive.
He's spitting out goo, looking at you with blood running down his eyes, almost like, if I could, I would.
Does it seem like it's when he tries to speak?
It was when he tries to speak, yes.
Here, write it for me.
He's twitching a little bit. He's having trouble grabbing it. So instead, he grabs the pen, and as he's fighting on the floor, he turns the pen to where Anis went.
Well, shit.
And where is it pointing to?
To the same direction where Anis went, away from the backstage. More like going to the dressing rooms.
Are any of the performers still around? Other than
Lisa
you two?
Vice with some members of the troupe. Jackie on the floor, complimenting everyone's shoes.
I grab him by the back of the neck and I say, Priscilla, darling, if you wouldn't mind taking your staff. And I push him towards Vice and say, there you have the first one, have fun. And I point to where he was pointing and go, Priscilla, shall we do this, darling?
Yeah, let's do it.
And we go after. And actually, I also turn to these two, to Lisa and Korvik, and say, you guys want a little revenge? Just to restore the balance, of course.
Oh,
That sounds
yes.
Come along. I start running.
I'm going to enter the. You said it was like the changing room or the wardrobe?
The dressing room, dress room area. Almost like
I'm gonna enter it in a defensive stance. So I'm taking the defense action.
As you all walk past the corridors, I just want to ask quickly, everyone a perception check.
Oh, don't mind if I do. This is what I'm best at.
If you roll shit, I'm gonna laugh.
I didn't. Vincent.
10, 25, or 17, Korvik.
5.
God. So,
I'm very intelligent.
I can run or I can look. I'm not doing both.
sorry, it's happening with me. What happened with the tiefling?
I'll die.
No promises. I will say that, Priscilla, remind me again what you rolled.
10.
10. Okay, so only Des and Lisa.
I was busy being
Seems-
defensive.
How well do you know about occult symbols? I would say that Des knows it more.
I have a +7 to Arcana, so I'm pretty studied.
So I would say that if Des needs to roll, you can help her
Okay.
by giving some advantage. Lisa and Des, as you're walking by, you see the plant of the carnival, how every single tent is placed, and it does this weird shape. I will ask. I actually don't think that Arcana is the correct one, but I'm not saying now what else could it be, so I'm going to ask for an Arcana to Des.
Alrighty.
And Priscilla, I want you to
Wait,
tell me, how do you want to help understand what's that going on?
We're trying to see what the layout of the carnival is, you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be like, maybe there's something here, Des. Is there something like an old rune?
Yes, I see it. Something is misaligned here. And I rolled a natural 20. And a 3,
Go
if
at
that
it.
helps.
God damn. I mean, not 20s are not 20s.
To a total of 19. It's Arcana, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, the nat 20 was the 19? Wow. Well, a crit is a crit. So what happened is, when you two take a good look at the display, it's a set of runes, a set of bind runes that basically spell out a collection of souls. And at the center of that bind rune, it's the circus itself. So, and by the date of that blueprint, that display was made specifically for this stop.
Who would approve those, would we know?
It's signed by Anis.
Do we see him? Because we just saw him leave earlier.
You do not, but since you are in the dress rooms, I can tell you pretty confidently that he would have a room for himself with his name on it. Because many have like this little inscription saying staff or the name of the troupe or the name of the performer. So you assume that the ringmaster has its own room.
All right, we're gonna look for it. Should I roll and investigate?
I'll help and give them
You
advantage.
can. You can, and spice things up a little bit. Korvik, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Psych myself up with a guide. Nat 20. So if that's an investigate, that's a 28.
You easily find
It's here.
I usually find it. It's not that far away.
It's alphabetized.
Yes, I would say
That makes
yes.
sense.
My wisdom
I'm
check,
scared.
my wisdom saving throw. Thank God the color stars have advantage, because the first one was a 9. The second one was a 19.
Great. What's happening here? You felt something was trying to attach itself to your quarry, almost like it wanted to rip it out of you, but you were able to shake it away. And as you shake it away, it's almost like someone grabbed your neck to choke you and let go of you quickly. So all of a sudden you stop breathing and you breathe again.
Well, we better find Hans quick then.
I'm gonna burst in the door.
You're using the shield, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a wooden door, and the door not only just falls like right. Not only the door just falls completely on the floor, it also breaks in pieces. And when you get inside Hans's room, you see this weird scenario. You see this circle on the floor with candles and some kinds of offerings. You see these runes all over his bedroom. You see like piece of newspapers with old stories, and you do not recognize the language in all of them. So, and some are very old. So he has been collecting this for a long time, and you see him doing this kind of prayer, almost as like he's asking for forgiveness in some way, and he's cutting his own hand, giving some of his blood
Whole person.
to this. It's it's a wisdom or a charisma? Wisdom.
Checking. It's wisdom.
Okay. What's the DC?
15. Not too high.
15.
Mother.
It meets. It just meets, and he's able to cut. The blood falls on the bowl that he's doing this ritual. You see, once the blood falls, there's this weird green smoke, almost like it's acid. And as he turns to you, Priscilla and Des. Oh, you had to peek behind the curtain, didn't you?
Protection from good and evil.
Oh,
Protection from good and evil.
okay. Just tell me what that does.
If it's an aberration, a fiend, a fae, any of that stuff, it takes disadvantage to hit me.
Let's go. Okay.
I'm getting ready. He got the spell off, so
He's actually kind of waiting a little bit to see what you guys do first.
I'm gonna lunge at him and try to grab his face and use the spell magic.
Okay. As you try and do that, he counterspells it.
Okay. But as no, go ahead, Priscilla.
I'm going to tap my hedge witch's staff on the ground and turn it into a broom and run over to the circle and start trying to like knock things out of the way with it. I'm gonna just sweep up that.
I think Des would be proud of that cleaning.
It's messy, but I don't mind.
Fuck your ritual.
Okay, Des, what do you do next? He counterspelled your dispel magic?
Right. I'm assuming that when I did so, I kind of got brought back a little bit from the counter spell.
Yes, a little bit.
I would get up, clean myself off a little bit. And you've seen this before, Priscilla, when Des is in battle. The adrenaline makes her kind of forget the OCD, and her hair just sprawls and goes behind her back. It's huge, almost reaching the end of her back, and as such, her hair starts levitating a bit. And I say, "We're not here to peek behind the curtain, darling. We're here to smash it to the ground." And I use commands and say, "Stop."
Wisdom? Charisma?
It's 15. It's a wisdom still.
Okay.
He's too strong.
Natural one.
Yes. Command.
Yeah, no, he stops. He stops. He just stopped right there. And as he can't move, he's looking at you. And he should be angry, but he's not. He's kind of laughing at you.
Did I say something funny, darling?
You think you're doing anything special? You cannot stop me. If it's not in this life, it's the next, and the next, and the next. This carnival is mine. And if you think you can just get out after stopping this ritual today, there will be consequences to you and to anyone.
I was waiting for Priscilla to just do something.
Yeah, I'm like, you fucking douchebag, and I hit him in the back of the knees.
Yes.
Like we've probably done this before, and I'll try to grab some rope to bind him as Priscilla does that.
Yeah, does a 15? Does a 15 hit?
Oh, wait.
I rolled low.
It doesn't. But I will say roll with advantage.
Oh, okay. Because he wasn't expecting me to hit him in the back of the knees. That's better. That's a 22.
That hits. That hits.
And then he has to take a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or be prone. Because it has topple.
1.
Yeah, just 1.
Yeah, that was an 11.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
and
done.
he takes seven bludgeoning damage because I haven't cast Shillelagh yet. I just hit him
Okay.
with the stick.
Bonk.
Haven't even made it magic yet.
I love it. In the meantime, also, Corvic, you're seeing all this.
Yes, I am trying to figure out, whilst everyone's focused on Hans, I'm trying to figure out what's happening with the bone and the blood.
So, do you remember that feeling that you had on your quarry?
Mhm.
Yeah, it was desperately trying to grab anything as a quick offering. And because you have a quarry, you are easier to track. By that spell that he was doing, because you can see everything fairly clearly, he has everything all over the table, you were not the target. The target was his stepson. So if he was caught, Kai could not take the circus as its own. Because by marriage, if something happened to him, the circus would go to his mom, and by proxies, it would go to him. So he was trying to look for a Kalashtar victim, not knowing that Kai is already far gone. So it attacked the closest thing, and it was you.
Now that I'm sort of like looking around and seeing all of this, I'm just sort of like mumbling loudly to the point where Des and Pris and Liz can listen. And I'm just like relaying everything. And then I just kind of like turned to Hans and said, "So this was all just a quarrel, like a family quarrel? You let people die because of your stepson?"
Fuck my stepson. You want the story? I'll tell you a story. My soul is in debt, and I'm paying that. Since I couldn't collect the soul tonight, I figured I would finally get rid of that fight, since you four got in the way. And are you're looking at the bones and the blood, right? How much attention are you paying to the rest of the setup?
I'm binding Hans.
Yes, but Hans is not moving away at all.
I would say I leave that to the description of what you want the passive role to be, or the passive skill to be, if that's investigation or perception.
I'll say investigation, actually. Since you're closer to you, so.
Then it's a 21 passive investigation, so yeah.
I do investigation on.
So what do you see? Like he mentioned, he is in debt collecting souls. This that you find, it's a ritual spell, the same ritual spell that this felt. It has been in effect for 3 weeks. The circus has been active for 2. So it matches with the rumors. And what does this curse in particular do? Freak accidents. And why now? You can see it on the table. He specifically picked a time where the most amount of people possible would come to the show. So more people could be affected, more people could die. You don't know why he's in debt, but when people die, their soul is immediately collected by this weird dark weave, and it's consumed by it. So that's what you felt. That's what Victoria felt. That's slightly what Lisa felt.
Does there seem to be a way here to unmake this weave?
Could you repeat, please?
Does there appear to be a way here to unmake this dark weave that collects these souls and makes these freak accidents happen?
Well, he is in debt.
Oh, we simply cannot have that. Who's collecting your debt, darling?
The Nightmare Mistress.
Does
That you know is
your
the goddess
mistress
of
have-
nightmares.
All right.
A chaotic deity.
Okay. And how much further do you need to pay off this unsurmountable debt?
Until my queen is satisfied.
And
I do
what
that
if
on
you
my soul.
cannot? And if you cannot collect tonight?
Oh, well, that's too bad.
Yeah, that does not seem
sorted.
like a big loss.
Balance restored.
So what, are you just gonna leave me here?
Oh no, you're definitely going into chains, and whatever happens, happens.
Oh, fuck you and fuck that DRC for getting in the way. And
You have. Sorry, go ahead.
no, because he's chained up. He also got that. Was it prone? Remind me again. Priscilla?
It's prone. Yeah, he's prone.
You can see that he was trying to do something. He was trying to cast fear on all of you, but because of getting hit, being tied up, being on the floor, he's not being subtle. You can basically stop him before he can cast fear on all of you.
Also, we might not be in need of wasting the kingdom's resources. I say if he's gonna die, it's rather easier to just do it here, right? A little blade to the
True.
back of the head.
Are the performers going to be okay with that?
I mean, it's more like it feels like you have people you answer to. So if you just have hands go with you and can just explain what's happening, I mean, I don't mind, but it's more like up to you really, whether you want that to be the case.
Taking counting endangered, all of us. I don't really have a problem with him.
That's precisely my point. There's an imbalance here. We can simply fix it. I'll write it in my report. Sort it.
That's enough for you. That's enough for me.
All right, let's get on with this then. And I take a dagger from my purse. Actually, oh, you want to do the honors? Go ahead, Something.
Oh, well, it's up to you.
No,
you wanna
I know
do
you.
the dagger away.
I know you enjoy these. You can go ahead.
I forget. Are you lawful good?
No, darling. I'm lawful neutral.
Ah, okay.
Darling. I know you enjoy these. You can go ahead. To his head.
Wouldn't say I enjoy these,
But you not enjoy
it
these.
It is balancing things. This is a bad man, right? And the performers are okay with this, and I have the backing of Lord Griffin.
Oh, Griffin will be most pleased.
Okay.
Oh, wait, just last word.
Oh, I don't think he's dead
Wait,
yet. I have to hit him again.
Wait, are you smashing him with a hammer?
No, with my quarterstaff that
Okay,
I've made
wait,
into Chalet.
okay. Okay, so you're hitting him head, right?
I will actually barely miss him and then be like, right, because she said last words right as I went. And I'm like, oh, right. Do you have any last words that aren't spells?
I kneel down and I grab him by the hair. I pull it up, not gently, but not harshly either. Darling, you do have a right to last words. Go ahead.
He spits the blood on your face.
On my face?
On your face.
Can I roll a wisdom saving throw?
Yes, you can.
Oh,
The OCD. Oh no, it gets better.
I rolled a 5, but it's a wisdom saving throw, so it's a 12.
I'll say above a 10, it's okay.
I think I stay catatonic.
You stay calm.
And I drop the head. Kill the fucking bastard.
let's make certain he's really gone. Get some stagehands to gather up some wood. We shall let the people know that he did wrong, and I'll use Firebolt on the wood.
What in the Caleb?
I didn't ask how big the room was. I said
or ball?
Firebolt, which can catch things on fire.
Oh god,
Yeah, we're gonna.
I was scared for a moment. On the ball, right?
I want to take him outside.
Mm-hmm.
and build a small pyre. This evil must be burned. Right? Isn't that what clerics do?
I don't care how you dispose of him. Just please do. His presence is starting to repugnate me.
What in the witch hunt? Yeah, so you burn him at stake, so everyone knows that evil is gone. And as he's burning, yes, there's ashes, but there is this dark weave coming out as well out of him as his body starts to get crisp. You see that's the smell of, pork, of his flesh getting cooked and burnt quickly. And as his body is getting disintegrated by the fire, the flesh turns into a dark sand, a dark weave, moves out of the way.
We need to rearrange all the tents so it's no longer an evil symbol.
I think we just burn one since we're already in the mood.
Oh, well.
A question, are you doing this inside of the tent or outside?
No, God, no. My character has 18
Outside.
intelligence. I would definitely take him outside.
Okay,
Well, then
good to know. There's actually someone that walks to mostly Lisa and Korvik, but also approaching you two, Priscilla and Des. Vice.
I was actually going to look for him, and I will be...
Holding,
Well, go
he's
ahead.
holding the tower card, the tower tarot card. The flame is still going, and he just throws the card into the pyre. You were looking for me.
Yes, given the circumstances, I'll handle the paperwork to you. My people will also get you the rest of the report. You get everything sorted and in completion since my, I can't say employee, but the person that I was in contact first seems to have burned.
Would you stop by tomorrow?
You want me to stop by tomorrow?
Yes, for two reasons.
I'm
One,
listening.
He might have turned more people into puppets, and we are just still figuring it out. Two, I would like to offer tea to all of you.
He sounds lovely.
And don't worry, it's all from natural herbs, none of this ritual stuff that Anders was doing.
Once I'm satisfied the body is burned enough, I'm going to go back to their room and search it and see if I find any occult stuff that should definitely not be in their hands.
Everything basically inside that room. So just open a bag and be like, okay, everything inside.
Yeah, I bring it to I bring it to Des. Have Lord Griffin take care of this.
Oh,
Put it in a
no,
safe place
I'll
for you.
I'll bag this, categorize it, and make sure it goes to the right place. I'm sure Griffin would love to get his hands on these, though, but that won't do.
Oh well, your order can take care of it.
I reach over to Liz and Korvik, and I go, thank you for your help today. It was invaluable. You got to the conclusion faster than any of us two. It was a pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you for your
Definitely
help.
couldn't have-
Honestly,
Yeah.
we would just keep having this happening if you guys didn't come to interview.
We just have more deaths, so would not have so many of those. Thank you.
Let me know if you ever have a need to put things back into their natural and rightful place. We'll have a place for you in the order.
Order. Yeah. If you ever want to study magic, you can come to the academy. We don't turn you into a robot there.
I think I'm all right with the circus for now, especially because it's no longer cursed. So
Very impressed with your magic. That was quick thinking with the Featherfall.
Brilliant work.
yeah. Thank you.
Well, why don't you all just go and rest?
That sounds lovely.
Korvik, Lisa, I'll get in contact with you soon. I guess the circus now needs to be under new management. I must speak with Kai and Lady Bestkaneva, so we get everything set to go back to normal as fast as Priscilla. Des, thank you for your service.
Of course.
Now, he grabs the pocket watch. It is getting late.
Good night. I think it's time for a drink at the inn.
Oh, it's past
join you
my
on that.
bedtime. It's way past my bedtime.
place. I know a place. He mind links. He asks Corvic to mind link with him, and he just says, "Go to this inn, this inn, this inn, this inn, this one, and this one, and this one. This one has a discount if you say my name. This one has a discount for couples. You can just pretend. This one is having a promotion, and this one is free first round, but don't go there. The drink sucks."
I mind link to Liz, and I'm saying it word for word back to her.
That's a lot of things to remember.
He just starts to walk away, and he goes outside of the circus gates. And as those gates open, what do you do? A last bow of the performers.
I would actually go to my I would go to my tent, and I would just be sort of thinking of how the events of today can inform a performance for tomorrow in some way, shape, or form. And I would push off sleep as long as I could, because I know that to me, sleep is a time when nothing happens. And that's very boring.
I have great dreams because I'm a human.
Yes. Actually, Priscilla, how is your bow? How is your last bow to the circus? How do you
Very
leave
deep and
this place?
respectful. It was a good mystery. Come,
Yes.
Asmodeus. My monkey lands on my shoulder.
That's what's on your mind.
I hear this, and after having said that it's past my bedtime, because it probably is, I look at the circus one last time, but then my attention is shifted to the ground where a piece of the cobblestone is missing, and I search for it. And can I roll for it?
You can.
Would be perception, right? So
Yes,
19.
you find it.
I find it, I put it back, and try to make it as even as possible, and turn
A little
to
bit.
Priscilla. Yeah, I turn to Priscilla and say, I guess I see you on the next one.
Yes. Are you sure you got the cobblestone? I'm going to cast minor illusion so the cobblestone looks like it's not there.
Oh God.
I look, this happened, maybe another one fell, and then I reach for it, and then I understand that it's an illusion. I look at you, annoyed.
I'll buy the first round.
No, I'm going to bed, as should you, where you can even, I was going to make a Harry Potter reference.
Don't you have
of being expelled.
a report? Oh, I was going to say, don't you have a report to write up?
You know I write my reports in the morning.
Oh. I sleep in, so.
Oh, that makes sense. Lovely to see as always, Priscilla. Take care, Dot. And I walk the dimly lit street back to whatever my lodging is.
And Liz?
I think Liz would wait for people to, scatter away. Then she would look at the circus and then just kind of think about everything that happened. She's someone that's probably seen loss in her traveling on the roads. So thinking that someone that was supposed to care about them was causing all of this kind of became a shock to her. But then again, she knows life is not always perfect, so she just kind of shrugs it and turns to someone from the circus and says, "You, let's go to this inn, because apparently if we pretend we are a couple, we get discounts."
You see that poor gnome. He's also another gnome looking at you like, okay.
It's free drinks.
Yay, alcohol! Just walks ahead.
I think on the way
Did you see that? Let's just ask the gnome out. What the fuck?
Yeah. Basically,
we've
that
on
the
the
other
way
gnomes are
to-
like,
How old are you? Are you of age to drink alcohol?
I am.
I'll pretend to believe you.
And as you all leave the circus gates close, and you all leave to tell this tale and to live another adventure, maybe somewhere else, maybe your paths will cross again, maybe not, but only time and the future will tell. And with this, I say thank you to all of you who joined us today. Thank you so much to my dear players and our dear guests. It was an honor to have you here with us. I hope you had fun. This was chaos. I loved it. And apparently there is a ship between Des and Priscilla. I blame Joe. So, thank you all so much for watching today's session. If you wish to watch our sessions, you can find them on YouTube, or you can listen to them on Spotify or any other platform that you use. Don't forget, you can join us on Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky to keep up with some of our best moments. And if you are subscribed, if you wish to watch today's VOD, you can do it right now here on Twitch. You don't have to wait 2 days for it to be uploaded. Once again, thank you all so much. It was a pleasure. And from my side, see you on a Crystal Strong. Bye, everyone.